I'm Sai Jisna. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video to compare the build quality or differences between all of these four smartphones right now. As you can see friends, which I got. So first one is the Realme X1 Max, second is the IQ3 device, and third is the IQ7, and fourth is the Mi 11X device. So let's see friends, which phone has got a really less weight and which phone has got really good build quality. That is what I'm going to talk. And which phone is like all-round package. That is what I'm going to look after in this complete video. So make sure to watch till end of the video friends to get to know the small details comparison between all of these four smartphones, so which will be really interesting thing to compare. So that's what I'm going to do right now in this kind of testing. I'll try to talk about each and every small details in this video friends. So let's get started without wasting any time. So first thing, let's check the weight of all the smartphones one by one. Let's see which phone has got what kind of weight. That is what I'm going to do first. Let me try to bring my weighing machine. So this is my weighing machine which I got right now. Let's see friends, which phone will be having what kind of weight. So first I'm going to test one by one. As you can see friends, is a weighing machine. So first let's take a look at the Mi 11X device. So Mi 11X is of having 198 grams. As you can see friends, 198 grams. So the screen size is of 6.67 inches, and for 6.61 inches I would say definitely kind of okay and reasonable. I would say this kind of weight not bad. So let's check the IQ7 phone. So is the IQ7 smartphone. So which I'm getting close to 205 grams. For the Mi 11X device, the company is claiming the phone has 196 grams, and the IQ7, the company is claiming the phone has got same kind of 196 grams in the IQ7 as well. But in the IQ7 device, I'm getting slightly more weight. That's completely strange. So 205 grams I'm getting. So I did keep only one SIM card, not much. I'm not sure why. So let's check the IQ3, how much the weight will be there. I feel like I'm holding a brick friends, really using this kind of phone. I'll try to explain you why as well. You can see the weight, it went up to 214 grams, and the company is claiming up to, I think the weight is close to, let me try to show you the results, 214 grams. So 214 grams is the weight for this just 6.44 inches screen. That's another thing totally you need to remember. And next is a Realme X1 Max. So Realme X1 Max, let's see what is the weight. So it's kind of detecting, I think close to 0. I think battery is low. What the hell? Let me try to do it again. So let's see now how much the weight will be there. So 178 grams. So right now I did get this kind of small meter. Let's try to check one by one. So 197 grams, and the company is claiming 196 grams. Not bad. And let's check the IQ7 device. So 204 grams, as you can see, 204, and the company is claiming 196, but still I'm getting 10 grams more. I'm not sure from where I'm getting. So let's check how much the weight will be there for this IQ3 214 grams. As you can see friends, IQ3 214 grams. So is a Realme X1 Max 178 grams exactly. As you can see, it's 178 grams, so which is perfect. So slightly more I'm trying to get in other phones, but in the Realme X1 Max I'm getting kind of close to exactly 179. I am getting about 178 reading. That's kind of good. So overall in terms of the weight, absolutely friends, the clear winner is a Realme X1 Max, which has got really less weight and very comfortable to hold for long time usage. It will be really great to have this kind of small and compact phone. That's perfectly done. And next is the Mi 11X also is also really good, because even though the big screen, it has got the really good weight, 196 grams, and slightly more the IQ7 device, and slightly more, not slightly more in the IQ3 device. It's really strange. And that's the first thing which I thought of comparing between all the four smartphones. And next thing I'll be comparing is the audio headphone jack. Definitely friends, the headphone jack right now is present in the Realme X1 Max and only in the IQ3 device at this point. Not any other smartphone in this on the table. As you can see, that's the one thing which we thought of mentioning. And one more thing, the IQ3 has got the special kind of button, which is a Google Assistant button as well. Side, as you can see, here you do have the Google Assistant button. When you tap, you can get the Google Assistant directly. That's the one advantage which the IQ3 has. I'm not sure how many people will be using, but definitely you can use that kind of option. So in terms of the specialty for the Realme X1 Max, first let's talk about the specialty, what is there. Obviously the back set is completely matte and the gloss finish, which is fantastic friends, as you can see, which is really great. Having this kind of matte, you do get really good effect, and the fingerprint doesn't attract much a lot. Even while playing games also, it's really good hole in this hand. That's really great. I did like this kind of build quality. And dual stereo speakers, that's fantastic having this phone, no doubt. Dolby Atmos, it's perfect in this phone. And overall the physical dimensions are pretty normal, friends, which we did see. And in-display fingerprint scanner as well in this phone. So these are the few details which I like, the design from the back panel. In the IQ3 device, what are the things I like? The things I like, absolutely, I did like this monster pressure sensitive buttons which are having on the top, as you can see, friends, which you can definitely trigger this kind of game space directly by holding this kind of 2 fingers on the top. That's fantastic, having this kind of build quality. And button as well, that's another thing which I thought of mentioning, which is really great. And having only single speaker, single bottom facing speaker, that's another frustrating thing. But still, for this price, there is no complaints. I can give definitely, friends, 100% for 17,000. So single speaker. So that is another thing which I thought of mentioning. There is no dual speakers as well, and audio headphone jack on the top. That's another thing. And you do get this kind of button, this kind of shaped button, as you can see, some kind of shape. It's there. That's another good, some kind of texture kind of shape. And the back side is a lot of fingerprints attract, as you can see. So a lot of fingerprint can definitely attract on the back side. And the advantage of this phone is the pressure sensitive button. That's a really good advantage in this phone, which is not present in other smartphones. That's the best advantage we have seen. So advantage with the Realme X1 Max, weight and the back design. Advantage with this phone, pressure sensitive button, and this Google Now button. I'm not sure about the Google Now, but I just thought of including 2 benefits here. Let's see what are the benefits from the IQ7 device. So from the IQ7 smartphone, not much difference I can actually see in the IQ7 at this point. So everything is kind of pretty normal like other phones, only there's nothing much special design is going on the back side as well. That is another thing. So sorry, friends, there's a small power cut which has been just now happened. So I thought of making this video very soon. So let me try to finish this kind of video, friends. So in terms of the build quality, even we don't get any kind of 3.5mm jack, and there is no pressure sensitive button, nothing at all. And there is no Dolby Atmos. There is only iris audio which is present in this device. So apart from that, there's nothing much specialty which I can actually talk regarding the IQ7 particularly. So next we do have the dual speakers, one in the bottom and one in the top. That's another thing which I thought of mentioning. And next in the Mi11X device. In the Mi11X device, we do have the bottom facing speaker and even the top speaker as well, which is a Dolby Atmos, which is really good in terms of the usage in the Mi11X smartphone. That's fantastic. No issues in the Mi11X device, and overall the design and the weight and the display screen also feels really good. 6.67 inches screen, and for this kind of small weight, which is also really compact. And the good thing is that you do have the small punch hole. That is also another best advantage in this Mi11X device right now, so far I have seen. So this is a quick comparison, friends, in terms of the build quality. And my favorite build quality, if you ask me, I would pick the Realme X1 Max, because obviously, friends, they're less weight and you can easily use with single hand without getting much stress. But if you're a gamer, then definitely you can use the IQ3 smartphone for the pressure sensitive buttons. And one more thing, I forgot to totally mention about this 4D vibrations while gaming. So 4D vibrations you can get in these 3 smartphones, but not in the Mi11X device. In the Realme X1 Max, you can get in the PUBG gameplay only, but sometimes it's not supported. In the IQ3, you can play in any game. You can use in any game the pressure sensitive buttons. That's a good thing. Even in the IQ7 as well, you will be able to use the 4D vibrations, but only in the few smartphones in the IQ7 device. Though that is the one thing which I thought of mentioning in the IQ7 device. So finally, the current has come just now only, and the fingerprint attraction is not much happening, but definitely a little bit kind of fingerprint here and there you can definitely see. Even on the Mi11X as well, you'll be able to see a lot of fingerprint attraction on the back side as well, because of this kind of glossy texture on the back side. That is what I thought of showing you when the power comes. So these are the quick comparison, friends, in terms of the build quality difference between all the 4 smartphones, and the weight price goes to the Realme X1 Max, which has really less weight, and IQ3 has got really good pressure sensitive buttons, and IQ7 has got the really strong vibrations. 4D haptic feedbacks is very much stronger. I'll try to compare between all these phones again. You will be able to understand that's really good in this IQ7 device. In the Mi11X, the build quality, big display with less weight, and that is what I like in the Mi11X device, and small punch hole. I totally forgot the small punch hole. So every phone has got its own advantage and disadvantages, friends. And thank you for watching this video, and next video I'll try to cover up with more topics as soon as possible, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Bye.